A game in which your destiny depends upon your own decisions, and where the ultimate weapon is your mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please take your seats at this time as the program will begin momentarily.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm Gen X Dave, and that's Moken the Bull, or Moken 420. And only the lonely King Roman. He will be joining us here in a second. He is currently occupied. Before we get into the show, I wanted to talk to the people of the YouTube and Rumble world and Spotify. My name is Dave, and our podcast is just that. It's just a podcast, three stoners talking shit. We know a lot about very little, or we know little
A little
about
bit,
a
a
lot.
lot of things.
Either way it goes, we know some shit, and I'll admit when I'm wrong. But I want y'all to know, if you'd like to join us, please join us. Hit that like, subscribe button, help our algorithm. And if you want to help the family out, I'm going to show you a QR code right now. Right there at the bottom of the screen is a QR code. If you'd like to help us out, just scan that QR code. It goes straight to our Cash App. You donate whatever you want, $1, 50 cents, $2, whatever. You can help us grow, help us become better. If you have any tips, topics, and ideas, the link's going to be at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to put that up here in a little bit too. If you'd like to be a part of the show and be a guest, just hit us up. I mean, we'll love to have you on. Talk about anything you want to talk about. But now we're going to get back into the show. I'm Gen X Dave. This is Gen X and Beyond. Welcome. Moken. So,
Dave, how you doing, man?
pretty good. Let's go flip over here to this.
This.
And let's show the people what is really going on. And this is supposed to be Olympic trials, right?
Yeah, fencer took a knee against trans opponent, reveals she felt at a loss.
All right, here we go.
Be interested in a female fencer stands up for fairness in women's sports. She did it by taking a knee and refusing to compete against a biological male at a tournament over the weekend. The referee's response, a black card, the sport's most severe penalty, which means expulsion from the tournament. Let's bring in the athlete at the center of it all, Stephanie Turner. And Stephanie, thanks so much for being with us. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
So this was an Olympic qualifying event. My understanding of it is. This was something that you had prepared all your life for. It wasn't an Olympic qualifying event? I'm sorry. I had heard that this morning.
No, it wasn't.
It was an important event, though. And this is something that you've been preparing for an awfully long time. You decided that you were going to take yourself out of the tournament. What was the thinking in leading up to the decision where you took a knee?
Right. So this was actually a regional tournament held by the USFA at the University of Maryland. So part of my pre-competition ritual is to check the online registration to see who is going to be there and just double check my check-in times. And on the registration list, I saw Redmond Sullivan's name listed there. And I recognized this individual from a previous Redux article that had been written stating that this person was a man who had previously competed on the men's team at Wagner and was now competing as a woman within the USFA. So from that point, I just got really disappointed.
All right, go ahead, pause that.
With the
Did she just say that the person that she was going against, she researched and found out that he was on the men's team?
Yes.
But decided to now identify as a woman to do on a woman's team?
Because he couldn't cut it on the men's team, yes.
Wow, that is crazy.
And that is the only reason for the transition.
That is fucking crazy. Jesus Christ.
And for him to be able to do that He had to be on hormones for a year.
But she said he was just recently on the men's team and now identifies as a woman to do this competition, is the way I understood it. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's go back to that and let you rewind that just a couple of seconds, would you?
Previously competed on the men's team at Wagner and was now competing as a woman within the USFA.
So she said previously. So that could have been a year.
It could have been a year ago.
Then again, it could have been just a couple of months.
It could have been. But,
Okay.
I mean, fencing, what does fencing, take out of you? It takes your speed. It takes your endurance, which men have more of than women.
Concentration.
Concentration.
Not saying women don't have mass amounts of concentration. I'm not saying that, but what it is about the concentration between a man and a woman are two different things. Just
and
like
it still takes precedence in the game.
Right.
Right or wrong.
Yep.
It takes your endurance, speed, your ability to jump back. I mean, I don't know what the technical term is.
It gives you your endurance, your speed, your way to dodge things faster, to move faster.
Yes.
Just, I don't know, my man. I mean,
now, whenever Trump got in office, a couple months ago, right? He's been in there for like 6 months.
No, he's only been in there. January 20th to February 20th is a month. February to March is 2 months. So April 20th, it'll be his third month.
Okay, so 3 months. He's only been in office for 3 months. He signed a bill to take this problem out of the game. Right? Out of the Olympics, so women can be, against actual biological women, and men wouldn't be doing this no more. But yet you still have these the people that did this, the Women's Fencing Association or Women's Fencing whatever, that did this in their little pamphlet that you sign saying, okay, I want to do this, sign my rights over to you, and yeah, I want to do this. I don't care if I get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
In there, it says you have to be a woman, and if you're a transgender woman, you have to be on estrogen for a year.
Okay. So
1 year.
That's that.
And that's bullshit.
It is, but there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, the people have to do their own thing. Here's my whole issue with the whole situation right now, and I'm pretty much over it. But at the same time, look at it like this: you do what you want to do. I don't care. You do you. That's fine, but don't expect me to bow to you and identify you as a woman. You want to be called Marie instead of Michael, I'll call you Marie, but you're still a male. I'm not going to change that. I don't care how many sex operation changes you have.
No.
It's not going to change. You're still a male. When they dig your bones up in 1,000 years.
I can't just go out and say, hey, my name is Joe and not Logan.
Yeah, you can, and I'll call you Joe all day.
I
You know what I'm
cannot
saying?
sign an application and say my name is Joe.
Well, on every application ever since I became a working age, it always sits there and says, "What's your full birth name?" And you give them your birth name, and down at the bottom underneath that, it says, "What is the name you prefer to be called?" Okay. There was one job I had everybody, including the managers, calling me DC just to see if they would do it. My name tag even showed up and said DC. You know what I'm saying? And it worked. I was
That's
only
great.
about 17, 18 years old, but it fucking worked.
I never had that.
Yeah. What's up, our guest, Kenny
Kenny.
K Dog?
What's happening? Can you guys hear me?
Yep,
Yep.
perfect.
All right. I'm just using my phone, so I just want to make sure.
What's good with you, bud?
Shit, been working all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to go all the way to Macoupin or Mattoon today.
Oh, you had to go to Mattoon?
Did you have fun in the storm?
Hold on 1 second.
He had to go all the way to Mattoon.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
to start
wondering if
off
he
with, I
had.
had to go to Taylorville, pick one up. Then I had to go to Mattoon, pick up another one. Then I came back. As soon as I came back, I got another one. There was an accident over on Second and Cook. Picked that one up, dropped it off, and as soon as I dropped that one off, I had to go to Jacksonville.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, I bet you love going up there.
Jacksonville.
Up to Jacksonville.
That's where
No, I just went
that's
up
where
there.
Moken's from. Moken's from Jacksonville.
I went up to Jacksonville, hit the exit, flipped back around, and jumped back out on the interstate.
Yeah,
Actually,
didn't stay there too long,
somebody
did you?
look. This is what happened. Moken was originally found in a ditch laying off of I-9 somewhere in South Carolina. He was just brought to Illinois and raised. Hi,
Right.
Oliver. Hi,
Hey,
nephew.
kiddo.
Hi, nephew. Yeah, hi, nephew.
Is
What
that
up?
Uncle Dave?
Hi, nephew. Hi, buddy. Hi. Yeah,
That'd be
it's
Moken.
me, Uncle
Say
Dave.
hi, Moken.
What up?
Hi, I'm low. I'm only.
Say hi to Lonely.
Say hi, Lonely. He got dinosaur sticker. Say hi, Lonely.
Dinosaurs. You got us a dinosaur sticker?
All right, quit. Is this chocolate or is this hot cocoa ready? Oh, I don't know yet. Here, Ollie, go put that in
Hi,
the
Crystal.
box. Hi.
Hi, girly.
Oh,
Welcome to the show.
yeah. Hey, scary.
Ah,
Bubba,
yes, sir.
what's the plan for next Sunday?
I don't know, bro. You fucking tell me, dude. Look, hey, I did. I broke down and got it for Allie.
Nice.
It matches her robe.
Good. But
She loves it.
that's why I'm trying to reach out to you for it. I mean, it's the day in between mine and yours.
Yep.
We always do it on the 13th normally.
And I'm on my vacation at the same time.
I'm going to turn around and I'm changing up my schedule for next week. Thursday, I'm taking and getting the tow truck when I get off of work from Friendly.
Right.
So that might be close to 7 o'clock at night.
Right.
Then I'll have the tow truck from Thursday night all the way until Saturday at noon. I'll return the truck and then I'm going to come home and I'm going to get drunk.
Good. You do that, bro. So Sunday, I don't know what I'm doing on Sunday. I don't know what to do, bro. I really don't. To be
Drink
honest
Fireball?
with you, no, I'm not drinking Fireball ever again in my life, dude. I did that one New Year's Eve, bro, and I swear to God, I think Moken was in that party, dude. I was so drunk, dude. I was throwing up and still doing shots, throwing up and still doing shots, dude, on New Year's Eve,
I
dude.
still got
I'm
this
never doing it.
last year. Hold on.
Not doing that.
What's the fucking camera? I don't know how to do it, but
Yeah, I'm not doing the fireball keg. No, no, bro,
Fireball keg.
not doing it.
Guys,
yeah,
let's,
stay
let's
out of the
watch
beer fridge.
something while you guys ponder that. Watch this shit.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not,
Oh
dude.
my
If I'm
word.
gonna drink, bro, I want to drink tequila, and I don't want to drink whiskey or brandy or scotch.
Lonely, you ain't
Figured
even
we could do
big,
a cookout.
so. Oh, there.
If the weather's
What is
decent,
this?
we can do a cookout, and then we can turn around and chill.
I don't mind doing a cookout, bro. I'm down for that.
Fuck
It
yeah,
just all
you want some
depends.
brisket?
It all depends, dude, on my money situation come Wednesday because I get paid the Wednesday before my birthday,
Right.
and I can't really tell you if I'm gonna have the money for charcoal or not. You know,
If I get the charcoal, you get your link, right?
I already filled up my freezer, bro.
Okay.
There it is.
So if you
I
want to do some other steak, if you want to do some like if you want to do a cookout, let's do something small, just like me, you, Allie, and Crystal and the kids.
That's what I was thinking
You know what
anyway.
I'm saying? Fuck everybody else. Dude. We ain't got to make a big deal about it like we did the
Fuck
last
you,
2 years.
Hey,
Well,
like, yeah,
Moki,
you like fuck the podcast. Like, let's get this covered right now.
yeah, third on the 13th. Oh, okay, everybody, ladies and gentlemen,
Because
whoever's
y'all
watching, on
invited
the
everybody.
13th, there will be no podcast, and if I do one, I'll be drunk.
We will
So I
too.
won't remember it.
We're gonna all get together
Do
and have
Fireball
paintball.
and Dave.
No, I'm not doing Fireball. I told you.
No,
Yo,
I said I'll do Fireball. How about this,
Okay.
Dave?
Yes, put that in the freezer for me, please.
I was
It's
Fuck
already
seeing
in the
this
yes.
beer
video.
fridge.
Fuck
Check this video
yes.
out. It's fucking
Been in
awesome.
the beer fridge.
I bet none of you have seen this yet.
Dude, I've seen every Nickelback. I've seen
Look at this
everything.
photograph. It's a photo of a photograph. There's another fucking photograph. Because I photographed a photograph. So many photographs. Makes me wanna take a photograph. I should probably hang that photograph next to my photo of a photograph.
All right.
Photograph.
No way.
It makes me laugh. Hear the sounds of the ragtime dance.
Dude,
All the
no.
gals wanna get in my pants.
Oh my god.
But back to that photograph. It reminds me of the
Stop now.
photograph. Before the photo of that photograph. When it was just a normal photograph.
Yeah, you can go ahead and stop that. There, I ruined it.
There,
Wow.
folks. YouTube.
That was beautiful. I had to give it to you, Dad. That was
Wow.
fucking awesome.
I thought it was something else, but yeah, totally. I'd never seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen every Nickelback show.
I did, except for that one.
That wasn't Nickelback.
Yeah, that was
Yes, it was.
Nickelback, dude. That's fucking Nickelback.
It's Nickelback with Nickelback with Nickelback with Nickelback.
Dude. Yeah, it's a bunch of
Photograph of a
photographs.
photograph.
It's a little warm. It's a little warm, but here.
But, yeah, dude.
Shinedown came out with
Wow.
a song too.
Go ahead and
It's chocolate.
chocolate. Yeah,
So,
Kenny. So for real. So Sunday,
That was-
Hold on a
wait.
second.
No.
Photograph of a photograph by I Ruined It.
Oh, I loved it. Here's my applause for that for you guys. Send me that link in the private chat, and that way I can put it up in the bio.
Okay, hang on a second. I'm grinding some weed.
Oh, go ahead, dude. But anyway, so as I was saying,
But yes, that was in the U.S. and that kind of disturbed me.
well, here's the one thing I got to tell everybody, and I got to tell you too, Morgan. There's nothing you can do about it. Every school in America has been told that if you're going to do this, you will not be getting federal funding.
Well, some schools
Okay.
don't rely on federal funding, and that doesn't scare them. But
Well, I understand that.
I think it's a good starting point. Also, making it criminal to groom our children should be the sufficient second half of that equation.
Oh, Officer Tatum got attacked.
Well, I knew about that.
Like a federal
Um,
crime.
I have I have to fix a little something. The other night we were talking about things that were happening locally here in Springfield, Illinois, and I brought you told you about the story about the incident at the Sonic and McDonald's.
Yeah.
What happened was this: the girl was pulling out of Sonic, the guy pulled out of the Tipsy Toad drunk, smacked her car, ended up in McDonald's parking lot. Her car stayed in the center of Dirksen Parkway. And the reason her boyfriend was there was because he got a phone call stating that she was in an accident. He hopped in his neighbor's car, went to Sonic.
Right.
He got out of the car,
Right.
proceeded over to McDonald's. The guy thought he was the tow truck driver, opened the door and beat the shit out of him. Now, as far as the self-defense case goes, I don't know. I know that the charge that's going to stick with him is the fact that he was carrying a loaded gun while intoxicated. Even though he only blew a .057, which is below the legal limit, it is a state law that you cannot carry your weapon on
I
you.
think he's going to argue that he was not incapable of firing a weapon because he shot the guy that was beating his ass, and like that's proof that he wasn't incapable of firing a weapon because he
I
extinguished his
understand that,
weapon
but still
into his attacker.
here in Illinois, it's a law that you cannot carry even if you got to carry a concealed card like this guy did, you're not allowed to carry a weapon while drinking.
Yeah,
Period, point blank.
yeah.
It's just the way it is. Just like you shouldn't have your kids in your car while you're out
Concealed
drinking.
carry that doesn't
Well, I mean,
distinguish
he
your
wasn't legally
Second Amendment
intoxicated.
right to open carry anywhere you want in the country.
And honestly, he wasn't really intoxicated.
He blew a .057. Our state law is a .08.
Okay, so he was below the max.
Right, he was
Again,
below
he
the
wasn't
max,
DUI charges.
intoxicated.
but he blew a .057.
Yeah.
Even though he blew a .057, it was below the legal limit. Still, state law says, regardless, you're not supposed to be carrying or have loaded firearms around you while you're drinking and driving or going bar hopping, whatever.
You're not supposed to drink and drive, period. But
So
if he wasn't above the limit
here-
to where they could charge him for drinking and driving, then that's going to get dropped.
So here's the
He
thing.
got the good lawyer, all that's gone.
He went to one bar, had 2 Jaeger bombs and a couple of mixed drinks. Went to another bar, had 2 Jaeger bombs, a couple of mixed drinks, and ended up at the Tipsy Toad and then left there and caused all this. But while he was at the Tipsy Toad, he still had a couple of fucking Jaeger bombs
Okay.
and a couple of more beers. Even though
Probably stayed there for a couple hours
he
too.
probably will not be charged with a DWI or a DUI because he was below the legal limit.
At most,
but he will be charged
maybe
with
second
carrying
degree
a
murder.
loaded firearm.
Did he shoot the guy while he was actively being beat up?
First degree. Which one's the
Okay, so this is
or was it like after the fact? Like
this is
like
witness statement.
walking away.
Witness statements state that the guy walked up to him, opened his door, threw a few punches, backed up, pulled up his pants, got back in his face, threw a few more punches, backed up, went to pull up his pants again, and that's where the shots rang out. That's witness testimony.
Okay, so while he's still beating him up, while
Right.
he's still attacking. Okay, well, yeah.
Okay, so here, check this out.
If they take it to a jury, it's self-defense.
The girl's boyfriend is a meth head and was high on meth.
Yeah. Are you back, Smokey?
I think so.
Yeah, you're back. We hear you, bud. We just can't see you.
The driver of the car that
that's
got
fine.
rear-ended was smoking meth.
No. The driver of the car who lost the front end, her boyfriend.
Wait, so the guy that was drinking had his girlfriend with him as well? He wasn't
No,
alone?
No. Let me redo
The
this.
girlfriend was driving the car, and you're saying the girlfriend was doing meth?
The girlfriend's boyfriend
was high on meth when
Oh,
he
the one that
showed
got
up.
shot.
The one that got shot, yes.
Okay. So the dude that overreacted to a fender bender, who
Got a ride from his
tried to
neighbor
beat someone to his pulp. I mean, accidents happen every day. You don't get out and beat the fuck out of the person who's at fault.
Granted, did he deserve to be shot? Yes. Did he deserve to be shot the way the witnesses and the way the person who held the gun say he shot him?
Yeah. Well,
that's iffy. I don't know. But the legal law still stands.
For me with the Constitution,
The Illinois
you have a right
laws.
to defend yourself. Somebody's beating your ass.
I get that.
As soon
I
as they
understand
put your
that.
hands on them, that's the fucking round and find out right. All right, it's in the Constitution. Look it up. The fuck around and find out clause. So, like I said, offender benders, minor shit. It's to deal with insurance companies and misdemeanor tickets. You
Here's
don't
the
attack
thing.
somebody and beat them to within an inch of where they're fearful of their life. And if you put
Yes,
your
you
hands on
didn't
me,
have
I'm immediately
insurance.
fearful for my life. So, like, I don't want to try to judge whether or not you're like a fucking jujitsu master who's going to snap my neck or if you got a gun underneath your shirt. I don't care. If you're attacking me, I'm going to defend myself.
But still, though, the state law stands is you cannot have a gun around you while you're out partying.
Hell, you can't even have fireworks around you if you're drinking.
Yeah, I won't stick under
Bullshit.
a jury who's been instructed that the Constitution's the
Look it up. New law. New Illinois state law.
Hey, I'm gonna
bring.
I'm gonna bring one person in on that conversation. Penny, are you there?
Like who? If we got the
Penny.
civil rights lawyer in here from YouTube, I'm sure he'd tell you that they would file papers to have his drinking thrown out altogether because he wasn't over the limit, so it shouldn't even come into question.
It will, though.
So you're allowed to drink. So what? If I have a glass of wine for dinner and then go out, a glass of wine is going to put me over 0.57 if it's close. But it ain't even. It's not like I can still drive.
But you cannot turn around and fire a gun off.
Yeah.
Kenny, are you there, bud?
Well, I mean, if you're defending your life, yeah.
All right.
State law can't trump the Constitution when you have a good lawyer.
Kenny, they put a new law in effect, bro. That's gonna fucking
We'll turn around and charge the guy due to the fact that he was already intoxicated and he was carrying the gun.
Yeah, but he was below the legal limit.
Technically considered intoxicated because you're over 0.0000.
Well, he looked up and said it was 0.57 as the legal limit where they can even charge you.
No, 0.08 is the legal limit. He was below that at
0.057.
Yeah, 0.057.
He missed that because he dropped out.
Which he knows, but that's not what I want to talk about. I want to move on. Hey, Kenny.
Yes.
Are you going to give a fuck about the new law about shooting off fireworks and drinking? No, me neither.
For that shit.
Exactly. Thank you, sir.
So
that law is.
Let Kenny know what the rest of the limit, the thing was. The guy was 0.057. The legal limit is 0.08.
Right.
So he was
still
below
turn around and consider that he's intoxicated due to the fact that he has it.
But no, what they here in Illinois is what they say is this right here, Dan. Here in Illinois is what he's saying, and I'm going to put it out in layman's terms. If you're, even though that you are below the legal limit, okay, yes, they consider you intoxicated, but not intoxicated to where you can't drive. You're not there yet. You know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying, Dave, is that everybody at the bar is open season if somebody wants to go crazy.
As long as they below,
they can't defend
themselves.
Legally can't defend themselves when you start.
Yeah, because everybody soaks in alcohol differently.
Right.
Yes, but what I'm
Right, but
saying, hear me
what I
out.
but
Listen
did
to
you
what I'm
hear?
saying.
Did
I
you consider
understand
what I
what you're
just said?
saying,
So,
and I'm
like, if
going
I
to
went
answer
into
that.
a bar and started beating the shit out of people, and they couldn't defend themselves,
No, 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 no. That's not what I'm saying at all. Okay. What I am saying is this right here. In the state of Illinois, if you go to a bar and you leave that bar and you get pulled over, okay, correct? If you blow below point zero eight, you're intoxicated still, but not intoxicated to the point to where you can't drive, is what they are saying. So they're not going to hit them with a DUI or DWI, but they are going to hit them with carrying a loaded firearm while intoxicated, and that is a law here in
I'm checking
Illinois.
on that because again, state law can't overturn your civil
Well,
constitutional rights.
Illinois has been doing it for
So,
fucking years, bro.
right, and there's also, dude, you can look up case law. There's also dozens and dozens and dozens of people who can afford constitutional lawyers take it to the Supreme Court and get it completely thrown out.
Tell me about people who have the money to pay for all that.
Well, I mean, there's some lawyers like that who do that shit pro bono, especially
I
if they like
understand
your
that.
case. Like if you get beat up by a cop, then there's civil charges behind that, and if that cop was denying your constitutional right when he attacked you, which him attacking you in many cases can be that if you're not actually committing a crime when he does it.
Welcome,
But
Kenny.
yeah, that's what the civil rights lawyer does is he looks for these cases where people they violated ordinances but not constitutional law, and he takes on the cases for free.
Okay, you ready to hear this though, Dan? Here in
But
Illinois, people have been beat down and battered so
yeah,
much
dude, you could say that all
by.
over the country, but I know what you mean. I mean, there's people you fuck around, you find out. It's like we were talking about, and cops are very much those kind of people. So like, you got to be
I'm
careful what you do around a cop.
I'm just saying the laws here have been used to beat down the people, not lift them up.
Right.
And it's been that way for since Democrats took control of the state back
What?
during Lincoln time, back when Lincoln became president. It's
I
been
was going
mostly
to say 20
Democrats.
years, but the last 20 years that
No,
I
it's
know of,
so clarification. It is illegal to carry a concealed firearm. It was in his car. It's not a concealed firearm,
But he
and it's
told the
it's
cops
based
he
on
had
an
it.
establishment. He had it
Okay,
in his car.
listen, hold on. He told the cops, and you can look this up. It's in the reports. He told the cops he did have it in his holster, concealed. That after he hit that lady and ended up in the parking lot, he then removed it from his holster and put it on his passenger seat.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so he already done told on himself
All right,
by
and it
telling
says
the
here
cops.
if you're planning to drink yet not under, because it says you can carry up until you're defined as impaired. You cannot carry in establishments where 50% of the gross receipts come from alcohol sales. So you can't carry in bars at all, whether
Right.
you're drinking or not. So you can't take a gun into a bar with you, whether you're drinking or not. Did he admit to
right?
taking a gun in a bar?
Yes.
Okay, well, then that's separate from everything else we're talking about.
He also admitted that had it in his holster all the way up until the accident.
Okay?
And then when his car came to a stop, he had put the gun on the passenger seat.
It's
He stated that to the
It's the same
cops.
violation either way, but that violation isn't going to have any bearings on whether he gets murder charges.
Well, what is being reported that they will be charging him for carrying a weapon while intoxicated.
Yeah,
So I'm just telling
that's
you
the
what
only charge
I'm
he's
reading.
getting.
No, he's probably going to face more charges like involuntary manslaughter because self defense is going to play a role into that. So he's probably going to get involuntary manslaughter. He's probably already out on bail.
Well, Well,
he
if he
doesn't.
takes it to jury and the jury says he was defending himself, he'll get off on that altogether.
Yeah.
90% of the judges here in Illinois, especially in Springfield, are all Democrat, bro. Good luck.
Which is why you wouldn't want to talk to a judge and you'd want to take it to a jury. Don't let a Democratic judge decide your fucking fate because you pled. Like, you are an American citizen. You have a right to an attorney. And when you get shitty fucking public defenders, you refuse to go to court. And after a year of them refusing to go to court, that's when you file your competence and representation paperwork. These are federal papers. You'll get a federal fucking lawyer who's actually trying to get you off as many charges as your constitutional rights dictate that should be dropped.
But
I mean,
I try to tell everybody.
But who wants to sit in jail for a year? But a year versus 20 years? Come on. Or 10 years? Or 5?
I think it's 5 for involuntary manslaughter.
Like,
but this guy lives in a rich town in Rochester. He has money, so I suppose he's going to fight this all the way.
He's probably going to fight it all the way, and he's probably going to plead to the charge of the carrying while intoxicated or whatever, because it's a misdemeanor charge.
But
they don't.
What I have been told, what I have heard. That's the only thing I'm going by. I can only tell you what I know.
Well, I'm not a lawyer, but if I'm a betting man, I'm betting that he gets away nearly scot-free. Minimal charges.
I'm not for sure. So
check this guy out. He does something weird with Black Betty. He does Black Berry instead.
Whoa, 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 Black Betty. Whoa, Black Betty. Black Betty had a child. Don't think gonna wild. She's always ready. She's all rock steady. Whoa, Black Betty.
Doing that?
Yeah, Black Betty.
What?
Beatbox. No way.
What?
Go Black Betty, go Black Betty. Black Betty had a bar.
That's good.
Don't think gonna buy.
Sheep all pretty, sheep all steady, Black Betty,
whoa,
Black Betty,
Fucking got the lights in the background synchronized with shit. I love it, man. Golden buzzer time. Whoa.
She's always my mind.
And has good voice.
Whoa. Mic drop. Fuck yeah. That's good song. Good song. I'm actually going to keep that. Here, Dave. I'll give that to you so you can put that up in the fucking comments, or the description or whatever.
You're supposed to give me that other one too.
All right. Well, here's this one. It's in the notes.
I'm not a beatbox guy. I don't really.
No.
I see that shit and I just skip over it.
It wasn't the beatbox that did it for me, man. It was just the way you did Black Betty.
I mean, not only that, but to train your vocals to be able to sing while you're trying to make another sound. just oh my god, yeah, you can't even come close to doing that.
No,
There's
I
the other
can't. So what?
That takes a fucking talent.
Right? Of talent. A very, 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 very good talent. So
You
like,
have to respect that kind of talent.
No,
That
I
talent.
don't.
Oh my
oh
god,
come
dude.
on. Oh come on.
How can you not? That's a human fucking beatbox, dude.
Here, maybe this
So?
one will be a little bit more relatable to you, okay?
And then doing Black
listen to
Betty? Come on, dude.
Set up the drums here.
No, hold
set up
on.
the
You
drums
can
here.
stop
Yeah,
Michael
which
Winslow.
song
I've
is it?
seen
Which
this.
song
He's
is it?
about to do Led Zeppelin. Hey,
Yeah, but I want to see it.
Yeah.
from Police
What do you want to
Academy.
do? Led Zeppelin. You want to do the original artist?
I've
You
already
can't
seen
eat.
this like 1,000 times.
All right.
Oh, you have? I have. Come on. Oh my God. Guitar's playing. Of course, it turned all the way up. There you go. I'll stop train wreck. Stop Commander during this show there, Dave. I had to hear it.
I
One
like
of the best
him.
ever.
I like him because out of Police Academy and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not into beatboxing. I don't watch it. I don't get down with it.
Here,
I don't know. It's just shit. Just don't. I just don't. It's something I have no interest in.
Right. I like it. I think it's a talent. I'm not trying to do it myself.
It's really no better than
Yes.
television.
I wouldn't know. I never watch television.
Personally, I don't even own a
Why?
television.
Oh, I own 7. Look how disgusting.
Hungry, Diane?
God's sakes, Michael, just take me home.
Gotta love it. Hey, look, if you guys have now ever seen any Police Academy movie, I promise you, if you watch the first two,
Oh,
you're
fuck
gonna
yeah.
watch the second one, or the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, and the
One of
sixth
the
one.
very few franchises that lived on very well past the first one.
Exactly.
Oh.
And Police Academy 1 was really good. 2 was really good. It did get stupid with 3, 4, and 5, but they're really good.
I mean, they're funny.
They're fucking hilarious. So
Yeah, they're not lost. I mean,
Oh my God!
will be-
They killed Kenny.
you should have brought up the one where him and what's his name got arrested and they're in the police station. He was like, "What are you here for?" And he pulled out his little mic and sounded like he's shooting off a bunch of guns in the police station. Yeah. And they all ducked. Dude's like, "Stop fucking doing that shit."
I can't do it. That was so fucking perfect. You could not distinguish between his voice and real gunfire.
He's that guy right there is talented. Now, if you
Yeah.
do stuff like that with your voice and could throw your voice, dude, that shit's cool as fuck. But as far as beatboxing and stuff goes, it just has no interest. I have no interest in it.
Okay, but you may not have interest, but it could be putting on an amplifier can sound like a battery operated thing.
It just it's not something that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. I get you. I got you the first time. You get this. Check it out.
Yeah, it's a rabbit hole.
Look at that
A
rabbit
rabbit
hole.
hole.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
know.
whole rabbit hole.
Oh, look at that rabbit hole. That
But
looks fucking cool. I
take
want
it
to go down
down.
that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Dive,
Well,
dive, Captain, dive. Periscope down, periscope down.
I will be taking
Me and the bilge pumps.
I will be taking this episode and the World at War episode, Dan, and tomorrow night, after our episode tomorrow night, I will be putting them all up on Spotify. So,
nice.
to our Spotify listeners, listen up. Got new episodes coming here in a couple days. Be prepared for that. That's just the way it's going to be. That's the way it's going to be. This next month and a half cannot go fast enough.
I bet it can't.
You know, I so want him to I'm so ready for him to quit. Not because I want him to, but because I'm ready to take my rightful spot as manager.
Hey, here you go. Rightful.
So,
Hey, do you know how to make a lemon meringue pie?
yep, store bought frozen, put it in the oven.
Do you want to know how Maddie Matheson makes a
No.
lemon meringue pie? You know who Maddie Matheson is?
Nope.
Oh, dude, he's a dude that won like one of those chef challenges on Food Network before the virus and all
Yeah, I
the
don't.
bullshit pandemic and shit.
The last food guru, the last two food gurus I ever watched was my dude Emerald and Guy Fieri.
No, we're not talking that big. We're talking about like one of these little like chop competitions or whatever.
Yeah, I don't
Dude's
watch
cool
that
as fuck, man. Here, look at a picture of him, man.
Oh, my fault. And Ramsey, what's his name? Fucking Gordon Ramsay from fucking
Hell's Kitchen.
You've never seen this guy before with
Nope.
the tattoos on his face and shit?
Nope.
Oh, fuck. Well, this ain't gonna do it justice, so I ain't playing it, but.
Does God exist? I don't know. All I know, lemon meringue pie is delicious. That's it. Stop asking me about the fucking hard questions, guys.
Delicious.
Oh no, this is the.
Exist. I don't know. All I know, lemon meringue pie is delicious. That's it. Stop asking me about the fucking hard questions, guys. Fuck ISIS. I'm Matt Madison, and this is the way that you've never learned, the way that I'm going to teach you. I do love a lemon meringue pie, and I certainly love cheesecake, so I kind of added those two things together, and what I've come up with is something pretty fantastic. You know, you're very welcome. Very welcome, world. We had to start with our base. We had to start with a very simple pate brisée, pretty much a short crust dough. That takes the longest amount of time. Got to get that out of the way. You got to be able to get that in the fridge. Set up so the butter is nice. We had about a pound of butter, 2 pounds of flour, a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar. Just mix that up. We get the breadcrumbs going. You want that consistency. You get it all mixed together nice, and then you just add enough water just to bring that together. Work up your forearms here. I'm sweating. This is hard work. Okay, so you know when it's good to take out of the bowl, you can mound it. Kind of clump it together, get it into that ball. That's your pate brisée right here, guys. Cut this into half, and then you wrap it up. You put it in the fridge. You let that chill out for half an hour. Get that butter nice and set again. Now let's talk about our fillings, right, guys? Keep up, keep up. So first we have to make the cream cheese filling. So we need 35% cream that's in here. Do you see it? I believe it. You don't have to add any sugar to that. We're just gonna whip it really quickly.
I want one of those KitchenAid mixers, dude.
Don't stick your finger in there. Don't get your hair stuck in there.
They're worth it.
I would probably sweat more than I did that fucking pate brisée, which nearly killed me.
Attachments for them and shit too.
So we're looking for stiff peaks. Stiff peaks is you just want the whipped cream stand straight up, which is pretty much this. We don't have a lot of whipped cream in here, so it's not really doing on the thing. Stiff peaks, okay? Stiff. I'm just gonna keep using this because I'm gonna add the cream cheese. I did the whipped cream first because you gotta whip cream from a clean bowl, clean, dry, cold bowl, right? If I would have started with the cream cheese and mascarpone, I couldn't have done that. So I can just like throw the mascarpone and everything into the whipped cream bowl because it's fine. I am gonna add a 500 milliliter container full of cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
And I'm gonna add half
What
of
the
the
fuck?
mascarpone. What? We're gonna add a quarter cup of sugar. See, every time.
Those dude's a
Prices are
clown.
high, so you gotta stay in the low income areas like Parkdale. Your kitchens are close. Flapping around. And we're here. Nice little peeps. This is my all-time favorite pie because, you know, I hate fucking pies, guys. I hate blueberry pie, I hate strawberry pie, I hate most pies. You know the pies I like are like lemon meringue pie. Exactly. The first one I mentioned was the one I'm making. You take half of the whipped cream, and we're gonna just fold that in. The whipped cream is giving it a moussey, light texture. And you don't want to like whisk it. You just want to go down the middle, you take it and you fold it in. You go through the middle, you fold it in. And then you put the other half in, and you just continue to fold. That is a cream cheese filling. Just leave this at room temp. That's good to go. What are these? This looks like acid. This looks like maybe crystal meth. I don't know what crystal meth looks like, but I do know this is gelatin.
It looks like
because we want to make it stable, so we cut into the pie through all the delicious, beautiful layers. The meringue, the lemon curd, the cheesecake filling, the pie dough. You're gonna see all those. It's gonna be like fucking food sediment. So it's very, very important, guys, that we add 6 full gelatin sheets. If you don't, you're gonna get soupy soup. Thank you. We have to bloom our gelatin sheets. So you just take them and you move them around. They're gonna get like goopy. They're almost getting there. See how they're like transforming?
Okay,
kind of getting goopy. It almost looks like if you were to, I don't know. It's like gelatin. It looks like you want it to look like goopy. You want it? It's kind of like a goopy thing. I feel, don't you think? You make a lemon meringue pie. You get home, some guy fucking pisses on your leg on the fucking subway. Don't worry about it. You got lemons. What do you make? You make a lemon meringue pie. 2 cups of lemon juice. Okay, guys. Really working for this pie today. Really working for this pie.
Really?
When life gives you lemons, what do you make? You make a lemon meringue pie.
This fucking dude.
Some guy fucking pisses on your leg on the fucking subway. Don't worry about it. You go home, you make a lemon meringue pie.
No, dude.
So that was 12 lemons. And now, what I'm going to do
That's what you do.
is cook this over the double boiler. And we're going to make this into an anglaise.
No, you
so double boiler is just a pot with
thing
water
to
and
give
steam.
you a bad day.
You put on top, and you cook something on it so you don't overcook it. And what you have to do now is literally stand over it so you don't get scrambled eggs.
I guess that's why I don't go out.
The water out of it. This is what it looks like now. Kind of like almost like jellyfish or some shit, you know?
Jellyfish.
So I'm just gonna put this into it. So I'm just adding a little bit of lemon juice at a time, just because I don't want to add too much liquid. And that's all you need. That's 2 cups. And now we're just gonna cook this until this turns into
lemon.
See how it leaves marks? Like I can go through it, and it's like thick.
That's what the filling is.
That's gonna sound good. For I'm not all cool with the double boiling shit that he's doing there. I don't know. I think he might have just lost me on making it.
Whenever I don't like the meringue of a lemon meringue pie.
Well, it
I
don't
don't
look like
like
he's
the
doing.
meringue.
He's not.
Dude,
It looks
lemon
like
meringue pie, dude,
for you, I
is
guess.
fucking awesome, dude. Shut the fuck
I
up.
love
the lemon pie. Love a lemon pie.
So this is like
Fuck that meringue.
Roll this fucker out. Let's make some pie, guys.
Roll this the fucker out.
So the way to roll it out far away.
Snorted his
No, idiots. So that recipe for dough, I can give you like 4 pie doughs. Okay? So now we're just gonna roll this out. And it doesn't look like pretty right now. Once you bake it, it's gonna come together really nice. So we're gonna put butter on it, so it's gonna get it nice and crispy, but it's also we're gonna protect it so it can come away. And then just hit it with some flour. And then that is ready to bake it. And then you just take it and you let it like fall into the pie pan. And we're just gonna kind of cut around it. You want to save all this dough just in case you get any holes or anything like that. You can just kind of take care of it. When you're par baking your pie doughs, the middle is gonna puff up, right? It's gonna get hot, it's gonna cook, it's gonna try to rise, right? You need to put in a pie weight, okay? So get tin foil, and you can use dried lentils, dried beans. I don't have any of those for some reason, so I'm just using peppercorns. Just enough weight so it doesn't go anywhere. So now we got our
Isn't that gonna make it a little
and we're
peppery?
gonna bake this guy off.
No, you put foil on.
Put it on the foil.
Oh, I thought the peppercorns would still like
Oh no.
the aroma would still seep out.
Our cheesecake.
No.
Okay.
It didn't go through the aluminum.
So he's doing both.
Or aluminium or whatever you
cheesecake
want
on
to
the
call it.
bottom, and then he's going to throw that lemon custard
Meringue.
on top,
Push this
and
around
then
all the
put
edges
a
and make that
meringue
nice
on the very
even layer
top.
on the bottom. So now this is our first layer, so I'm just gonna put this in the fridge for about 10 minutes.
Oh,
That's
wow.
literally almost there. We gotta make a meringue here, boys. We're gonna take 6 egg whites.
This guy's funny as fuck, but sometimes I'm like,
Hands. If you don't wash your hands, just rinse them. We're big bad dirty doggy. We're not big bad dirty doggies, are we?
Are you a bad dirty doggy?
I'm a big bad dirty dog. We're gonna add just like a
Bad
teaspoon of
dirty
white vinegar.
dog. I'm skipping ahead.
Just a little bit. We're gonna whip. We're gonna get the marinade there. So I'm gonna start adding some sugar. You don't want to add it at first because you won't get that initial lift. You want to start making the meringue. So we're gonna add about 1.5 cups. Ah, got kind of close there. Oh, that's a pumpkin fucking, that is. That's what we're looking for. Our meringue is good to go. We've let the cheese settle up here. Now we're gonna just add the lemon. We're just gonna let this go on top. We want a nice layer.
Oh, yeah.
And then this will take about another 15 minutes. We'll let this set, and then we're gonna put the meringue on top.
Top.
We're almost there, guys. Bear with me. I like
No.
because you can just Roger Ramjet everything.
You
Make it
can
science.
cut it right there. You don't need that
I don't know
meringue.
what side of the brain the science is on.
You're
I'm not
done.
that
You're
part
like,
of the
yeah, I'm
brain.
good.
I'm an artist.
I'm done.
He's like, no, guys, I'm an
Once
artist.
that sets,
Okay.
once that sets, it's going on
Okay,
my
come
plate.
Come on, dude. Come on. Really? For real?
Yeah,
about-
he would eat it just like that. He
How
won't
about
put
if
the
I get a bunch
meringue
of
on it.
weed and I literally smoke? You know those little smoke domes where you can smoke things?
Yeah.
How about I smoke that with some like hardcore distillate vapor? To the point where
Okay.
that lemon meringue, the meringue on the top
No.
is what's going to get you high.
No, No.
Okay, so I'll just put that in the custard then.
Edibles don't do nothing to him, bro.
Nope.
Container, I'm okay with that. It's a different container. We can work with that. We got the meringue. You just put the meringue on top, and you don't want.
Have you literally taken distillate, THC distillate of like 95% and with lab certified label and eaten
Well, so they can
100
inject the
milligrams?
COVID virus in me.
From
Fuck
what?
that.
What are you
This
talking
fucking
about?
dude. He's talking
COVID.
stupid, Dan. He's
How's
talking stupid,
why would
bro.
the fucking pot dispensary want to give you COVID, dude?
He's fucking talking dumb, dude. Don't fucking listen to
Really?
him.
You know
He's
what
doing
this,
it on purpose.
you know what
Really?
distillate is. You're trying to
Why
be a
would
girly
they
mo
do
man.
it? Why wouldn't they do it?
Why would they? I don't get COVID in
Why
my
would
disco
they
weed.
to mass vaccinate everybody?
What the marijuana fucking industry doesn't want to they're making hand over foot with their fucking pot, dude. Why would
So
they want
why
to
not?
drug you?
So why not
This
bow
is a
down to
conspiracy theory, man.
pharmacies? Why
They're
not bow down to pharmaceuticals and say, okay, we'll take this strain of pot that you made and give it out to our customers that has the COVID vaccine in it.
Okay, now listen. Hold on.
You're
Let's
only as
just
good as your
hold
tools,
on.
and right
you're
now
Hey,
only
you
good
got
pause
as your
that real quick.
tools. You're only good
Hey,
as your
pause that.
tools. This
Listen,
boss.
I'm gonna sit here and say something. Okay. All right. Listen to when I say this to you, Moken. You have just created a conspiracy that
Uh,
doesn't exist.
you don't think you think he's the first?
I've never heard a
Hang
conspiracy that
landscape.
fucking wild.
Well, I mean, you never heard of a
I mean,
line to end abortions either,
what?
have you?
I've never heard of what?
Heard of
A
what?
line to end abortion laws.
What? A what?
Any abortion law will
A
go
law?
out the window if you made one law stick.
Okay. Well, that's fine because you know I'm not going to
And it would
murder.
affect every male.
How's that?
Why would it affect us?
It would affect
Because we
every
would have
male.
we would finally have a voice to speak to sit there and agree or not to agree with abortion.
Well, I mean, there's one case.
Why would it affect us? And look and listen. Let's just
What?
stop right
Abortion?
there. Let's just.
It's a rabbit hole you probably don't want to go down.
I don't want to go
What do you
down.
mean?
I am a
I'm
male.
I'm
confused.
tired.
I am a man.
How? What abortion law is going to affect my rights to have an abortion?
No, it would end abortion laws. Like it would
Okay.
take the abortion and give everybody a voice that is in the
Scope
in the
of the state.
thing of it. Yeah, the scope
Yeah.
of things.
Yeah. I don't have to. I don't need to worry about it
Yeah, I don't either. So what do I care?
because I practice my rights
Well,
and
I mean,
personal choice of who I sleep with.
if they can put the COVID vaccine in food, what makes you think they can't do it?
Tell me what case where they
Yeah, I
put
don't.
COVID vaccine in food.
They're putting it in chickens, and they're actually trying to figure out how to just spray it in the air and make it so you can give
Thank
it,
you.
transmit it. Yeah, they're like that's Bill Gates bullshit, dude. And that's the other reason why a lot of these. You'll notice one thing about all the farms that chickens got mass homicided, like. So Joe Biden himself signed an
Supposedly.
executive order to kill 8 million chickens because
Never
they
seen one
supposedly
dead.
had bird flu, even though there's no evidence they had bird flu.
And never seen one dead.
And they did die. The entire
I
fucking
remember
farm,
that.
chicken farms, caught on fire for the whole duration of Biden's presidency. Man, planes, planes were flying into chicken farms. Like they're acting like Trump took presidency and suddenly planes were dropping. No, planes were flying into chicken farms for 4 fucking years.
And
Look it
nobody
up.
knew.
Look it up, dude. It's all over the internet. It's not on mainstream news. They would report on it on the nightly news, and that's as far as it would go. So, but yeah, look that shit up, dude. There's billions of chickens that died in the 4 years Biden was in. He personally was responsible for 8 million that he ordered killed because of some fucking bird flu fucking scare.
I
It's
remember that.
ridiculous, dude. That's why eggs are so fucking expensive, man. They've been
Right.
mass homiciding fucking chickens and not feeding them to people.
Right.
And yeah, a large portion of the chickens that are left in these big box oligarchy food prep
But
places,
they are
they're
trying.
injecting fucking vaccines into your chickens that include mRNA vaccines.
That's also the lab grown chicken.
Mm. Well, that's like the part of the impossible meat. They tell you when that stuff's to be avoided no matter. I don't know who would eat insects that have been flavored like real meat and if I want to eat vegetables, I'll go cook some vegetables and
Vegans.
have them on the side with my meat.
Yeah, with my steak. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, eat steak. Save a
It's
chicken.
healthy for you.
I
Eat
got a
steak.
brisket about to go on. That's what I was trying to tell you. I'll send you a fucking whole smoked brisket for your fucking thing. You pay for the brisket, I'll smoke it, I'll fucking vacuum seal it, and I'll ship it to you. It'll still be warm when it gets to you. Because I got
No, I'm
insulated
good.
packages. Ah,
I'm
dude.
good.
I got one of them Traeger smokers, man. I got fucking hickory, I got apple, I got those fucking Traeger blend. And
Ladies and gentlemen, while he's still talking about his brisket, and we're not talking about the one between his legs, ladies, talking about a real brisket, something you put in a grill and smoke. Anywho, I'm Gen X Dave. That's lonely. That's smoking.
my
And
420 brisket's going to be smoked with pot this year, guys.
eat a cow, save a chicken. Good night, guys.
No,
Good
eat 'em
night,
both.
y'all.
They both serve purposes. Healthy protein. Look at all the happy, healthy
Thank you for
protein.
watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like.